Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set your notifications to all, that way you never miss a future upload. Another day, another drama, and today we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star being single and suing everybody. Now if you haven't seen my previous video titled Trisha Paytas calls out James Charles and Jaclyn Hill, I will link that in a card up over here, as well as down in the description box down below, so definitely make sure you go and check that out as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. Now, it's been a while since we've gotten a video from Jeffree Star, and he has been hinting that there's going to be one dropping this Friday. I thought it was going to be a video just reviewing makeup and doing just like a regular makeup kind of video, but apparently things have changed, and he dropped some little hints about what was going to happen over on his Instagram. Here's what he had to say over on his Instagram.
And of course, tomorrow I will finally have a brand new video on my channel. There will be some major updates, a lot of things I do not want to talk about, and I'm suing everyone, so see you in the morning.
So when I first saw this, I was like, okay, he's going to be talking about the whole Andre situation, and he's most likely going to be addressing the insider article that just came out. Well, I was right about half of that. He did address the entire situation with Andre. He does go on to say that basically these accounts were fake. They were a little convincing at first, but they were fake and they were able to track them down. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, if these accounts were fake, why did they not get taken down sooner? One, why are some of them still up and still doing promos? And other ones are gone, but some of them are still up. I'm like, okay, so they're all fake, but yet they're still not gone, and they're continuing to do promos, they're continuing to scam people out of money, so I'm not sure how those are still up, if they have been reported to law enforcement. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Jeffree had to say about the entire situation.
The last few weeks have been a really crazy whirlwind. I was recently hanging out with someone, some would call it dating, some would call it I was hanging out with someone, we are not hanging out anymore, and there was a lot of online activity about it, and long story short is a random person made a fake account of Andre and proceeded to make up a bunch of crazy stuff about me for like, we're going on like a week plus now. Now most people have common sense and they know that it wasn't real, but it was convincing for a minute, and now they're scamming people out of money, and it's turned into a whole crazy legal thing. But I can't believe people were falling for fake news, posting about it. So if you're a news site and you mention anything that the fake profile said as facts, see you in court. Now I get it, it's my job, it's what I signed up for, but to hear crazy rumors about Jeffree has this, Jeffree does this, I was like, what in the actual... Well, the meantime, I'm over here at home, running my business, dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety about my mom and my dogs, and we're about to get into all that for a minute. But the internet is a little cuckoo this year, so now that that's over and that person is being prosecuted, it's been a very interesting time. So all those fake accounts, we found out who you were. Thank God for IP addresses and law enforcement. Never a dull moment.
So there we have Jeffree saying that the accounts were all fake, and like I said, some of them are still up and some of them are still doing promos. So if these accounts have been reported to law enforcement and they know that they're fake, why has Instagram not taken them down? Why is Instagram still allowing them to be up and making money? And at the same time, if all of this was fake to begin with, why did Jeffree and Andre, even though obviously they were fighting about something, not get together and say, look, we need to both come out and say, hey, these profiles are fake, do not listen to them? Because yeah, Andre finally did say something about him like a couple days later, but there was silence on Jeffree's end, and then finally he says something about it. It's like, okay, if both of you would have come out together and said, look, these accounts are fake, we know they're fake, make sure you report them, but instead they let it go on longer than it needed to. And then on top of that, yes, I agree with Jeffree, the account at first was believable, but the more and more that this account kept putting out and making these new accusations about Jeffree, I was like, okay, with each other thing that came out, I'm like, yeah, the more that this person keeps saying, the more suspicious this account gets. Yes, it was believable at first, but by the time he was accusing him of other things, I'm like, okay, at this point, I feel like this is definitely a troll account, even though nobody has really said anything about it. But I'm like, okay, I'm done really talking about it. I'll include it, but I'm like, I'm gonna, continue to talk about it, but at the same time, be like, okay, I cannot verify that any of this is real. This is just what's out there, just showing you guys, and then go on about my day. But as of recording this video, no, I don't think that I'm getting sued by Jeffree Star, but I guess time will tell. I did include screenshots from that account in my video, but I'm pretty good about saying, like, hey, I don't know if this is real or not, but I just wanted to show you guys what's been going on, so then that way you get the full picture of everything, because obviously if there's a lot going on, you don't really get to see everything, and I want to make sure that you can get the full story if I can grab all the screenshots for it. And then obviously there was a lot of back and forth, and then more and more accounts kept popping up to the point where even I couldn't keep up with the screenshots, so I know that I missed things as well. So even I got confused about the entire situation, and the more and more accounts that kept popping up, I'm like, okay, these are obviously more troll accounts, and I'm done talking about this entire situation until somebody else finally brings it back up. And since Jeffree finally decided to talk about it, I was like, okay, we can finally put this to rest. According to Jeffree, all of those accounts are troll accounts, and we can finally move on about everything. And then on top of all this, we have the Insider putting out another article about Jeffree Star and a fan helping him delete over 400 tweets. So let's go ahead and take a look at that as well. I'm just going to be reading the screenshots of the messages between Jeffree and the fan, as well as something else that I've noticed about this conversation that has seemed to have been left out. In this first screenshot here, you can see that somebody sent Jeffree Star a message and said, delete this one as soon as you see this message, and then send a link to one of Jeffree Star's tweets. Jeffree Star responded by saying, just waking up, oh boy, lol, deleting now. And this person continues to send more and more tweets for Jeffree to delete. In this next screenshot, you can see that Jeffree Star replies by saying, I really appreciate it, my old humor doesn't translate these days, lol. And this person continues to send more and more tweets for Jeffree to delete. In the middle screenshot, you can see Jeffree say, you're the best. The person replies back by saying, you're welcome, I'll keep searching them. Also, do you know how much VIP tickets will be for the Manchester show, as I need to book a hotel and train tickets for the day? Jeffree Star replies back and said, I will be able to give you 2 free tickets. This person replies back saying, that would be amazing, very kind of you. Do you need my email? Jeffree Star replies by saying, can you link me to these weird tweets someone is referring to? Me making a dumb jokes. Been on set all day, just getting my phone. Please send me an email too when you get a chance. And then this person sends more tweets for Jeffree to delete. This person replies back with their email and more tweets for Jeffree to delete. And then Jeffree says, I think I've deleted those ones you sent me. And in the screenshot on the right, you can see Jeffree reply saying, will you look at that person's account? They have screenshots of old stuff trying to spin a narrative and make it seem like something else. And then this person sends back more and more tweets for Jeffree to delete. And in this final group of screenshots, you see Jeffree Star say, thank you so much, love. This person replies back by saying, you're welcome, and me and my niece are looking forward to the Manchester class. Sorry to keep asking, but when will I receive an email from Tati about the tickets? We need the confirmation so we can book train and hotel. Jeffree replies back by saying, you don't understand how it works. You will be a guest on a list, not a ticket confirmation like a fan. Thanks for understanding. The person replies back by saying, oh, that's great. Thank you, Jeffree. Me and my niece are looking forward to Manchester next month. Jeffree replies back by saying, we can't wait to meet you. This person replies saying, we also booked the train today for Manchester. Can't wait to meet you, Jeffree and Nathan. Jeffree replies by saying, hey there, can't wait either. Can you please send your full name and number to my assistant to this email address with the subject Manchester free ticks so she can coordinate with you. And then the last screenshot shows a message from Jeffree Star that says, hey, a little shocked at your entitlement when emailing my assistant. The energy feels real ugly, and after all the horrible stuff I've been through over the last few weeks, I just don't want that negative energy in my class. So God bless you, and hope that we can meet another time when you don't expect so much from someone. You deleted a few hundred tweets from me and you're acting like I'm supposed to give you thousands of dollars of free makeup. And all I promised was a ticket and to come and say hi. Really sad. And then you can see at the bottom it says you can no longer send a direct message to this person and learn more, most likely because they were blocked. Now, do I think that all these messages back and forth between them are real? I do believe so, yes. I don't really see why they would be faked. It's not like there's any kind of hard evidence in here with any of this. Now, my only concern about this entire situation is that you hear Jeffree bring up that email that he sent his assistant, and he said that he didn't like his negative energy in the email. And so I'm like, okay, if you're going to include Jeffree's message about the email in there, why would Insider not ask the person who is sending them these screenshots to say, okay, well, let us take a look at this email as well, so then that way we can get the full picture. But instead, it just comes off as Jeffree saying, hey, you're basically being rude and entitled in this email, and we can't reference the email to see what this person actually said in it. So I kind of want to see what the email was to see why Jeffree would say that, or if Jeffree even had a reason to say that at all. But that is everything that I have for today's video, so I'd love to know what you guys think about everything down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell icon and set the notifications to all so you never miss a future upload. Alright, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!